Hello and welcome to BQ Prime. A very good afternoon to all the viewers. I'm Hiral Dadia. Let's quickly look at what's happening in terms of where markets are concerned. We did start off the day on a positive note, a good gap up, but there has been some bit of cooling off that has happened so far as well. If you see in terms of the Sensex, we saw gains of almost around 350, 400 points. Now we're seeing gains of around 250 points or thereabouts. If you see in terms of the Nifty as well, a similar trend is what we've been witnessing. Joining us on the show to discuss more in terms of what could be expected from here on, we have Sudeep Shah, Deputy Head, VP Head Tech and Derivative Research at SBICAP. Sudeep, good afternoon and welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, Hiral.
Overall, Sudeep, what's the view that you're picking up in terms of markets? Because clearly we do not see Nifty moving below the 50-day EMA currently. Also, the previous peak, that is a key support, though we are tracking, which was the 18,887 kind of a level. What's the view?
What's happening is that if we take today's trading action and Friday's trading action, we've witnessed similar kind of a formation now. On Friday as well as today, there has been some selling pressure from 19,500, 19,530 zone, but it is quite. These kind of selling pressure would now be very frequent from higher levels because given the fact that we are at 19,500 and people would think to book some kind of profits when there is a lot of stocks where we have seen rallies overstretching. So I feel that's okay. However, overall trend is now still bullish until we are sustaining above 19,380, 19,400. I feel that is extremely, from the next couple of days perspective, 19,380, 19,360 zone will act as a strong support. Breach below 19,360, I feel that there is a cause of concern from an extreme short-term angle. However, from the medium-term standpoint, you pointed out absolutely right that 18,850, 18,900 zone will act as a strong support and will act as a base for the entire rally going forward. Because since March end from 17 to zone, whenever Nifty has crossed its 13-day exponential moving average, it has never closed below that. And now this moving average of 13-day exponential is at around 18,900, 18,950. So I feel positionally 18,950 zone will act as a strong support. However, from the extreme short-term perspective, 19,350, 19,380 will act as a support.
Right. So with this data point, Sudeep, another aspect I want to talk to you about is that the FI net index futures long, that has usually from a peak has resulted in Nifty cooling off, before witnessing a fresh positive trend, right? Uh, with this, how big is the probability for us to move higher from here on? Or do you think a long gestation period, a long phase of consolidation?
I will go with the second option. There could be a long period of consolidation because FII long ratio above 75% or 73% in itself will not mean that there could be a correction. So there is a likelihood that we might see a long consolidation. This ratio can sustain above 70, 72 levels for a long period of time, and within that we may see some kind of consolidation across sectors. We may see some sector churning happening, like currently we have seen once again defense, metals coming back to the forefront, IT stocks witnessing some kind of a pullback from lows of the day. So we would keep getting these kind of sector rotations and sector churns very often. And just to add to this, that only when this long short ratio will go below 70, we will see some kind of a cooling off in the index. Till then, I feel that the index would be on its way up and that overall trajectory will be positive.
Right. What about Bank Nifty, Sudeep? Because that's struggling around that 50 or 45,000 mark. Initially, the struggle was around 44,000, and that's where we saw consolidation. Now it's moved 1,000 points higher, and it's relatively underperforming as compared to the Nifty as well. Because both call as well as put writers are actually battling it out at the 45,000 strike to gain the upper hand. Uh, What do you make of it? Because this actually makes the key straddle positions dominant at 45,000.
What's happening with Bank Nifty is that while Nifty is not making lower highs, Bank Nifty in the last few days has witnessed a formation of lower highs and lower lows. So last four trading sessions, we have seen Bank Nifty witnessing lower highs and lower lows. And I feel till the time Bank Nifty does not cross above 45, 100 once again, we could see some kind of a further cooling off in banking stocks, and it would be around 44 500, 44 550 could act as a strong support going forward.
Okay. So that's with regards to where Bank Nifty goes. Now, moving on to in terms of stock specific action, Sudeep, let's pick up few of the names which are, seeing a long build up. Names like a Tata Communication, HDFC, RBL Bank, all of these counters are seeing a long build up in trade today. What would you advise investors to do?
Uh, just starting with Tata Communication, that was my trading pick also for the day today. Tata Communication in the last 15 days, we have seen the stock consolidating at higher levels between 1530 and 1600 kind of levels. And let's not forget the kind of rally that we have witnessed in Tata Communication right from 1250 to 1650 in the month of say May and June. So after that rally, we have seen some kind of a cooling off, and once again we have seen a pickup in activity. And how big is that activity today? With it gaining 7% today, and with a rise in open interest. So I feel from the current levels, the stock can head towards 1700, 1750, and one can keep a stop loss of 1600 for the same.
Right. Moving on, that's with regards to the names that we've spoken, which are seeing a long build up in today's session. Apart from that, Deepak Nitrite, UPL, PI Industries, all these names from the agri space are seeing a short build up. What should the strategy be?
I feel we should stay away from these chem companies. So what has happened is in the last few days, global majors have also sounded out uh, profit warnings, and they have sounded out warnings uh, that the profitability may not be as it used to happen in the past, and that is the reason we have seen some kind of selling pressure in these chemical names also. So, however good a company may be, Deepak Nitrite, UPL, I feel they all will be facing this heat, and there's been some aggressive short build up happening in both these companies. So. For Deepak Nitrite, if we just see technically, it has once again slipped below its 200 DMA, and till the time it does not cross about 2000 once again, I feel it is headed towards 1800. Speaking about UPL also, UPL similarly, UPL also has broken down out of below its consolidation range of 655 660 was its support, and it has been a slow grind, but after that grind we have seen this breakdown happening in this stock. So I feel it's much better to avoid this stock, not to do any bottom fishing, and on rises, there could be short positions that could be taken with 665 as a stop loss and 600 as a target on the downside.
Right. How are you looking at IDFC first as well as RBL Bank? Both these counters, strong moves in the cash market. Open interest addition is also pretty strong, and the volumes look pretty okay.
See, IDFC First Bank in the last couple of days was consolidating. Now, we have seen a bigger move in IDFC First Bank from 56 levels to 84, 83, 84 levels. After that, in the last 10, 12 trading sessions, it has consolidated between 76 and 80, 81 on the upside. But today, we have seen a breakout with volumes and a rise in open interest. The trajectory on the daily weekly charts is also positive, the momentum is positive, so I feel it is a very clean breakout. It's a multi-month breakout on IDFC First Bank, and I feel it can bought with a stop loss at 80 and a target of 87 to 92 on the upside.
Okay. And apart from that, if you look at names like a BEL, what should the strategy be with the BEL?
See, the entire defense pack has really outperformed for the last many months now, and today was just one session where we've seen once again seen all these names performing together, and with the kind of news flow coming regarding the defense and all the orders coming in, I feel it is still time that we see that this rally will still incrementally get stronger from here. And I feel if we specifically talk about BEL, after consolidation in the last 10-12 sessions between 118 and 125, there has been a good breakout now. So from this current levels, it can be bought with 123 as a stop loss, and I feel upside up to 136, 138 could be witnessed. And at higher levels, we are seeing some call unwinding also in BEL, HAL. So these both these stocks which are there in FNO can also head higher from here with the kind of option activity that we are witnessing.
Right. So these are a few of the names that we should be tracking as well. Sudeep, my last question coming to you is, apart from the names we mentioned and apart from a Tata Communication, which does remain your top pick for the day, any other names that you would want to recommend?
See, Tata Communication, IDFC First, both were on my radar. And one company which I feel now can do well here is a real estate name, which is Oberoi Realty. So after this stock is giving a breakout now, and today also we are seeing it sustaining at higher levels. So I feel from the current levels, Oberoi Realty can be bought with 1,010 stop loss and 1,075, 1,080 target on the upside.
Right, so these are a few of the names one should be watching out for. Thank you, Sudeep, so much for joining us on the show and sharing those views as well. So, an interesting day of trade wherein you have the auto index as well, which has seen gains of almost 1.5% to hit a fresh record high in today's session as we speak. And overall, in terms of markets as well, we did cool off. We are closing below the 19,450 mark with gains of around 0.5% coming in there. Bank Nifty has been in the negative, so that 45,000 mark is something which Bank Nifty is not able to sustain as well. Sun Pharma, the top gainer, Aisha Motors, Apollo Hospitals, Tata Consumer and Maruti, whereas pressure building in terms of UPL, JSW Steel, Bajaj Twins were under pressure, Axis Bank as well as an HCL Tech. From here on, you have the IT pack that will continue to remain in focus with TCS and HCL Tech and Wipro that will be announcing numbers over the next 2 days. So interesting moves that could be anticipated as well from the sector. That's all that we have on this session. Thanks for watching and lots more lined up on the other side. Please stay tuned to BQ Prime.
How do you make the most of the India opportunity as an investor? For that answer, all roads lead to BKC in Mumbai on the 13th of July. 3 big money managers describe the size of this opportunity. 2 of the largest mutual fund CIOs then tell you about the mega trends that they're investing in. Will the current capex cycle be similar to the one between 2003 and 2008? We get that answer from Sanjeev Sharma of ABB in a conversation with veteran investor Madhusudan Kela. And then we rounded off with 2 of the most prominent investing names talking about how to make the large bets and make it really big. All of this and more at the Trident Hotel in BKC on the 13th of July. Catch the action live on BQ Prime and NDTV.